you keep hearing that anyone can succeed if they work hard enough, well, that's not actually true. This book speaks the truth that other people are too scared to say. That actually success isn't fair. So it's about recognizing your unfair advantage and using it to win. So in this video, I'm breaking down all the key things that I've learned from this book and how you can apply it to you and your business to get ahead. So Ash Ali was the very first marketing director back at Just Eat, and he teamed up with Hassan Kuba, who is now the book consultant for other entrepreneurs, helping them create books. And you know, they teamed up to write this unfair advantage. And it flips the whole self-made success thing on its head and basically says that absolutely everyone has a head start and everyone has an advantage somewhere. So we all have our own advantages, but we don't always recognize them. But this book helps you find yours and helps you to use it strategically. So they break it down into what they call the MILES framework. So M stands for money, I stands for intelligent and insight, L for location and luck, E for education and expertise, and S for status. So the goal isn't to pretend that these things don't matter. It's actually to work out which ones you already have and lean into them. So I want to tell you my 3 biggest takeaways from this book. There were so many, and that MILES framework's amazing already, just to kind of make you think about which ones that you've got as your unfair advantage. But I want to take 3 big takeaways and tell you why I found these bits so insightful and how I'm going to apply it for my business. So most people actually waste so much time trying to be good at everything instead of doubling down on the thing they're actually really good at. I'm so guilty of this, and I've tried to be a bit of a jack of all trade. I've always kind of been like that anyway. I naturally got into so many different things, but why don't I double down on things I'm really good at, the things I'm really known for? Maybe it's a bit of boredom, maybe it's just I don't know, but this is something that made me really hit home because I think this is what so many entrepreneurs do. But this book gives you permission to stop trying to earn legitimacy in every single area and start leveraging what you're already good at. So whether it's your network, your cultural background, your storytelling skills, your upbringing, whatever it is, use it. For example, in business, some people don't know how to code, but they can still run a business that's an app, and they have no idea how to code, but they could be great at relationships, they could be great at marketing, they could be great at all the creative ideas and still be a successful CEO and business owner, even regardless of knowing what's going on behind the app. So you've got to use your strengths to your advantage and just tap into those without trying to think, oh, I must actually also learn how to code, otherwise I'll be a terrible app developer. So one of the best chapters in this book for me was about luck surface area. Now, they don't actually use the term luck surface area, and I believe that term was coined by someone called Jason Roberts, who's like a startup entrepreneur and writer. But they have a chapter called Location and Luck, which is the L in the MILES framework. But they say that you can increase your chance of being lucky by showing up, sharing your work, and being known, right? So that's the version that they say, which is pretty much the same concept. So what this specifically means is the more you create value and the more you make this value visible to others, the more opportunities, i.e. luck, will come to you. So show up, share what you're working on, say yes more, and follow up on people. Because while you can't actually control luck, you can increase your exposure to it. So I really like the fact that Ash and Hassan both talk about how luck plays a much bigger part in success than people are willing to admit. And they break this down into basically 4 different types of luck. So we'll start with blind luck, which is basically random events. You've got luck from motion, which is putting yourself out there. Luck from preparation, which is being able to seize opportunities. And luck from your character or reputation, which it takes years of building up, but this is where the whole personal branding comes in. And I can tell you from my personal experience that I've had some crazy opportunities come from just random conversations by just putting yourself out there. And this is something I really advocate doing. And this is why I believe in in-person stuff, because those chance connections are so much more natural and more fruitful when they happen in person rather than a manufactured thing on social media or on Zoom. They say confidence without clarity is arrogance. And well, this book is a crash course on clarity. You start to see why certain things haven't worked because basically you're playing someone else's game. And this kind of self-awareness is so strategic because it means choosing business models that play to your strengths not just what's trending on social media. So I believe this book is for any entrepreneur who believes the system is rigged, and instead they want to work with the system and not against it. And it's also really for anyone who feels like they're just doing too much at the moment, which I know we all are, but if you feel like you're just doing so many things and nothing's really sticking, and you'd rather just be doing 1 or 2 things and be really good at it, then definitely read this book, it's for you. And once again, I'm going to recommend 3 more books I think you'll like if you love this book. And the first one I'm going to recommend is The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. So this book is all about identifying your zone of genius, which is exactly the same sort of thing. What's your unfair advantage? What's the area where you are absolutely brilliant at? And it talks about actually how we accidentally sabotage ourselves once we get to just before the success level and why we do this. It's really interesting. So if you've ever felt like you're capable of way more, but you just keep hitting this ceiling, this book will teach you how to just get out your own way. I believe that I finally found my ikigai with knobs, and your ikigai is essentially this Japanese concept about finding your true purpose in life. I'm not going to explain what it is today because I want to be able to get you to read the book and see what you think of it. But essentially, if you're feeling like you're a bit lost in life, you're not sure what you're supposed to be doing, then definitely read this book. It's such a short read, but it's so powerful. And you can obviously look up the concepts and then do some brainstorming exercises afterwards. Absolutely love it. So you've probably seen that I love Cal Newport from my other book reviews, but his book's So Good They Can't Ignore You is different from his other productivity books, but it's flipping the whole follow your passion on its head, because it's saying that actually if you build the skills that's so good, then clarity will actually follow. He actually says that crafting rare and valuable skills is the real way to find purpose. So if you're not sure what you should be doing right now, definitely read this book. So I feel like there's not many books that cover this sort of topic. So I really like it because it kind of helps you feel like you can get some confidence knowing that you've got what it takes already. It's within you. You just need to find out what that is. And the framework in it, the Miles framework, is so brilliant and so powerful that it helps you stop being other people and just be you. It's practical, smart, and honest, and totally worth reading if you want to find out what your edge is in business. Let me know in the comments, what do you think your unfair advantage is? And if you're not sure, you need to read this book.